Thanks, my friend.
All right, take care. That's Kevin Simpson. Still, hey, you're Denny standing by. The S&P trying for yet another record close. The bell's coming right back.
At Gloriana, multi-management begins and ends with you. We believe the more personal the solution, the more powerful the result. We treat your goals as our own. We never lose focus on the life we want to build. And our experienced advisors design actionable strategies to help you get there. It's time for a wealth management experience as sophisticated as you are. It's time for Gloriant.
I wish I wasn't afraid.
What's happening? What's happening? Stock market savage, Santorio Hector, Cleveland record producer, self-taught investor. You know, I go by the handle of the stock market savage, man. I'm in here cooking. Right now, we got the all natural, no antibiotic, no hormones, premium Australian Graham lamb.
Warranty on premium arches. Our smiles are built for life. Go to free consultation today.
And we getting ready to put together this lamb burger on toasted bread with the Gouda cheese. Gouda cheese.
See how your thesis stacks up against the S&P 500. Maybe filter out high-tech companies.
Lamb burger seasoned to perfection. Let's look at this lamb burger.
Lean in where you want more. AI, semiconductors, infrastructure. There are infinite possibilities.
Beer flame
Turn
boy.
any idea into an investable index.
Talking about sesame seed.
One of the last conversations we had is about how you go to the gym every day and you're so happy that you lost those last 5 pounds. Get life insurance. Ethos.com. 10 minutes with no medical exam. You will be covered. Your family will be covered.
Gouda cheese on there. With that lamb burger milk. That baby on some toasted bread with some caramelized onions.
If I help them provide that agent force, some powerful AI from Salesforce, and AI agent would have automatically paired me with the right specialist hours ago. Mike Woody's did. I like it here, dude. Wow, good for you. Hey, Doc, you can stir up squeeze. Free for the That's what AI is meant to be. So cold.
Our view shapes the future of energy with confidence. From supply and demand to pricing uncertainty, EY understands disruptions energy companies face.
The mission for
Minov.
power companies is to provide.
Namaste. Hola. ¿Cómo está? Mino. Like and subscribe. Hit the like button. I see 11 people in the live. We should have 11 likes. Hit the like button. Like and subscribe. Stock market savage. How you guys doing?
I'm Doc Brown. The CNBC Pros Insider is going to get the most in-depth and the earliest look at the stocks that we believe are the best stocks in the market.
Join Pro for exclusive access to Doc Brown's best stocks in the market.
We're talking about the future of healthcare. We are here in Davos, Switzerland, at the World Economic Forum. Pretty great representatives of the economy.
The Bond Report is brought to you by PIMCO, a global leader in active fixed income.
What's good? What's good? Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. What's up, Apple? What's happening, Apple? I care. Oh, my fault. That's a Q. I care. I got my glasses fogged up, man. I'm cooking. I care. What's up? What's up? What's up, I care?
When you look at the trend, you can set and do that. And that's the trend you like to tell. Because here's the deal, the headline.
Are you considering a 1031 exchange for feeling overwhelmed or needing help?
Simplifies the process. It eliminates expensive middlemen.
and is informed by 2 decades of real estate investment experience. Download our free guide to learn how to successfully execute a 1031 exchange, streamline estate planning, and avoid common defects.
When it comes to 1031 exchanges, knowledge is power. Visit origininvestments.com/1031 to download your free guide today.
Making a lamb burger. So we got a lamb burger.
Keepsake frame that makes it ridiculously easy to frame your favorite photos. Just choose a
Gonna add the red onions.
with the perfect frame, and you'll have this frame delivered and ready to add. Download the free Keepsake Frames app and start framing today.
But that's not correct.
So what I want to talk about is
You still have to watch those last 5 pounds.
I want y'all to learn how to invest, man. Y'all know it's my opinion that every American should be an investor. That if you don't know how to invest, you should learn how to invest into the stock market. I promise you, it'll be the best thing that you ever did. Learn how to take a portion of every paycheck, every time you get paid, and purchase you some stocks. Put you some money somewhere where your money can work for you and earn you more money. I don't give investment advice, but I just talk about my opinions on, what I feel is going on in the market and what's happening in the market. I'm here. I'm trading the market. Y'all know I trade. I'm buying what I'm personally buying. I'm buying Robinhood. I'm buying Palantir. Well, I've already owned these stocks. I'm buying more Robinhood though. I feel like that Robinhood is gonna get to 150 a share and beyond, so I'm buying more. You know what I mean? I'm buying Netflix. I'm definitely buying Netflix. I would never let Netflix. I can't allow myself to miss out on the opportunity with Netflix like I did the last time. And I keep telling this story because it's so important. This story is so important on how the stock market can change your life and how not allowing yourself to be distracted by other people can change your life. So in 2013, Netflix was $2.75 a share. It was a point in 2013 where Netflix was $2.75 a share. Netflix did a 10-for-1 stock split this year where Netflix went from $1,300 a share to $100 or something like that. They broke it down 10-for-1. But my point is, if you would have put $3,000 into Netflix in 2013, a $3,000 investment into Netflix in 2013 would have been worth $1,300,000, a little over $1,300,000 this year. So $3,000 into Netflix in 2013 would have been worth over $1 million this year, 11 years later. A $3,000 investment would have made you a millionaire in 11 years. From 2013 to 2025 is 11 years. So a $3,000 investment into Netflix, I reiterate, a $3,000 investment into Netflix 11 years later would have been worth over $1 million. Over $1 million. 1.4 or something like that.
So pretty large deficit numbers, I would think. I mean, the money has to come from somewhere. It's going to be deficit finance. So the bond market gets spooked by all that. And the bond market really hasn't cooperated. It's not been cooperating with the Fed. The Fed will raise by 175 basis points. It's 2024, and the bond yield is still about 4%.
So when you have people like Torsten Slok and others say higher for longer and investors need to adjust themselves to that idea, it sounds like you're one of them.
Yeah, I've been in that camp for a while. I've been arguing.
So what I want y'all to do in
That,
2025, coming into 2026,
4 and 5%. I really don't have a problem with that.
research these stocks, research these companies, find the stocks that are undervalued that have the opportunity to get into these stocks early and take a small investment and turn a small investment into a large investment, bro.
3% is very more like
God bless you too, brother.
A lot of what the Fed's doing here in terms of easing is not going to help the labor market very much because of the structural problems there. But it is going to continue to fuel asset inflation, as we're seeing particularly now in precious metals.
So we don't even need rate cuts at this point. But, you know, there are some who say they should just do it anyway, as we discussed with Steve Leisman. Just follow the Greenspan model from the mid-90s, when there were the same concerns, or at least similar, today then that there are today. But productivity saved the day, and you've been talking so much about that.
We got the lamb burger, toasted bread, Gouda cheese, organic tomatoes grown by me. I definitely grew the tomatoes.
Again, I think that in that kind of environment, you don't need low interest rates. Normal interest rates is what you need, and normal interest rates are paying more than 4 to 5% in a roaring 2020 scenario. I don't want a meltdown scenario, and Greenspan certainly gave us some of that in the late 1990s and 2000.
Albeit a few years, obviously, after he not only made the comment, but made the move on rates along with the Fed. And be well. Happy holidays. We'll see you soon.
Thank you. All the best.
Thanks. Up next, we track the biggest movers into the close today. Christina Partsinevelos, of course, is standing by with that. Tell us what you see.
Well, I'm seeing home builders extending their losing streak. The software companies holding on insider trading, and one miner riding the commodity wave higher. Those stock movers when we come back.
Over the next 20 plus years, $124 trillion will be transferred, with more than 81% going to spouses and heirs. So how should you prepare? I'm John Schumann, partner and head of wealth transfer at Corient. Advisors are skilled at recommending specific estate and wealth transfer strategies tailored to meet your family goals in a tax and cost-efficient manner. There are a lot of considerations for the successful transfer of wealth. It's never too early to get professional advice. Contact Corient today.
Lamb burger, medium well. They're perfect medium well. You ever seen a perfect medium well?
Do you have a life insurance policy you no longer need? Now you can sell your policy, even a term policy, for an immediate cash payment.
We thought we had planned carefully for our retirement.
But we quickly realized we needed a way to supplement our income.
If you have $100,000 or more of life insurance, you may qualify to sell your policy. Don't cancel or let your policy lapse without finding out what it's worth. Visit CoventryDirect.com to find out if your policy qualifies.
So we got the lamb burger
523-6900
with the Gouda cheese. You know what I'm talking about? It's a perfect medium well, y'all. It's a perfect medium well burger. I don't know what's wrong with my back camera. Check it out.
This success demands discipline. You're serious about investing.
Perfect medium well. That's a perfect medium well. We're gonna sip on the Heineken. And let's talk.
So I can tell the board that.
So, man, it was a wild stock market this year. Christmas rally, Santa Claus rally, I don't know. What I do know, finding a way to make money out of the stock market has become my life pursuit. This is my profession. This has become something that I love. Bro. With all the tools and the resources we have available to us, it's time to evolve. It's time for retail traders to step their game up. It's time for us to develop the psychological, mental fortitude that allows us to understand that we can't panic sell our stocks when the market goes down. We have to understand how to read technical analysis and how to know what's going on in the market so that we can already know that the market is about to go down according to what the Fibonacci is showing us, and we can already have a pivot plan and put ourselves in a place where we can be prepared to position ourselves to be able to withstand whatever is about to take place in the market. BDN. You know what I mean? At some point, damn, MicroStrategy and all the way down. Woo! At some point, we can't continue to be the dumb money. No matter what they tell you, the everyday average investor and retail trader plays a major part in what happens in the movements of the markets. And we need to understand that as retail traders, if this is something that we are going to pursue as a part-time profession, as a full-time profession, as a way to make money on the side, that we have to understand the market. We need to understand what's going on in the market. We need to understand how to do fundamental analysis, technical analysis. We need to understand moving averages. You know what I mean? And we need to know how to research and look out a stock on our own. We need to learn how to become stock pickers, not to just go out and buy whatever stocks that the people are saying is popular at the time. I think that a lot of times we're follow investors, meaning that we excuse me, we as retail investors, when I say follow investors, I mean like a lot of retail investors tap into stock clubs, investment groups, and professional traders or traders that have these platforms where they have communities, and they tap their community in and give them plays, and you know what I'm saying? Basically they give you entry points and exit points into and out of trades, and they charge for that. And that's a service, especially when you're dealing with those guys that they know what they're doing, and they giving you plays that's smacking and getting in the money. But I could tell you one thing, it ain't nothing more fulfilling than teaching yourself this game. F3EV. Damn. Man, stop playing. Yeah. Nothing more fulfilling than teaching yourself how to invest. Learning how to invest, man, making money out the market. Making money out the market. Teaching yourself another way to free yourself. There's nothing more fulfilling than that. I can guarantee you. And I just feel like in 2025 we should become better investors and utilize all the tools that are available to us to learn the skills and the techniques that we need to learn to be able to produce income out of the stock market. in the last few years of investing, I feel like the industry's professionals have begun to take retail investors seriously. They want to know, how are we moving and what are we doing and what are we buying? It should be retail investors' objective to continue to command that respect and command even more respect, and to refine our techniques. And in 2026, to put more capital into the markets, to generate more income out of the markets that has ever been generated out of the markets by everyday average individual retail investors. People that are in the market still working a 9-to-5 and doing this part-time. Freeing themselves, putting themselves and their families in better positions. Setting yourselves and your families free. You know? Free from poverty. Free from not being able to have the things that you need. Free from not being able to occasionally go buy the things that you want. Because you can use this market to produce for yourself whatever it is that you desire. You just have to have the discipline to do the research, to do the homework, to stay true to the course of every time you get paid, every time you get that check, that you always take a percentage of that paycheck and put that to the side and allocate that towards increasing your position in your portfolio's holdings. You know what I mean? I'm in a Forex futures trade right now. I'm in a futures trade. Man, I started taking investing serious. I've been doing it on and off, but I said last July, in July of 2024, I told myself that I was going to take investing in the stock market serious. I was going to teach myself how to trade stock options contracts, and I was able to do that. And my life has changed, and the trajectory of my life is really changed. It's been altered. No, it's not going to be the same. And it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing for me. And it could be a beautiful thing for you. I use ChatGPT, and I use ChatGPT to map out trading scenarios. And I go back and forth with ChatGPT. The price is this is where the price is at right now. This is what I feel like that I'm seeing from what I'm reading from the Fibonacci candlesticks. This was the last high and the last low. And I go through my back and forth with ChatGPT, and we break down the trade, the different possible scenarios, the different levels that institutional investors and hedge funds, the levels that they might sweep down to, trying to initiate stops and all different type of scenarios. And every time I do this and go through these scenarios and map these trades out with ChatGPT, most of the time, I'm gonna say 8 out of 10 times, me and ChatGPT map out a strategy that allows my trades to get in the money. And the only thing that messes them up is me being greedy or me altering from the plan that we decided on together. I love ChatGPT. I don't know what the fuck everybody else is talking about its ability to provide value. If it's helping an everyday regular retail trader that I've been trading part-time for a year in July, August, September, October, November, December. I've been trading full-time since July. So for 6 months, I've been trading. And, it's been on point as far as mapping out how these trades, what would happen, the different pullbacks, everything has been on point, to the point that the trade did everything that we analyzed and in the end ending up in the money, like how we predicted. If it goes this way, it's gonna get in the money. If it don't go this way, pull up out the trade. So whether you're using it to save you money or to validate a move, we have so many different tools available to us that we did not have before. There's no way that you could continue to stay what they call dumb money. And so in 2026, coming out of 2025 into 2026 is my, it's my hope that us as retail investors would take this more serious and understand the real opportunity that we have to be able to create time freedom for ourselves and to be able to make life that much better for ourselves and our families by learning how to become an investor. I ain't even talking about trading and being in front of a computer every day. That's a different type of calling. and it takes a different type of person. But every American, every individual in a country where you have a stock market, you should be investing into the global markets. If you can invest into the stock market of your particular country and other markets across the world, you should be invested into the global markets and earning income and sharing in profits from businesses that you share ownership in. Because that's what stocks are, shares of ownership in a business. Smoking on some of this good sacred herb that I grew myself. Adio. Shout out to Kev. You know. Shout out all of my supporters and subscribers that politic with me, that tap in, that engage me in conversation and dialogue. You know, I appreciate you, and bring more people to the channel, you know. Bring more people to the channel. So this is the trade that I've been mapping out with artificial intelligence. We trade the trading the micro GBP / USD futures. On trade, we're looking at the chart on Trading View. You know what I'm talking about? So I started out just wanting to learn how to trade stock options contracts and get back into the buy and hold and look, trading Forex futures. Trading Forex futures. So it's like some people will be drawn into trading. Like myself. You know, I was drawn into it. It was like I couldn't just buy and hold the stock. So I got to trade the stock options contracts, and it was the stock options world that really, really opened my mind to like, yo, I'm trading in a sense, even though it was not day trading. When you trade stock options contracts, that changed your life. When you get to a $25,000 cash account or more where you can day trade, that's what really changes your life. I haven't my income production level's been slow for the last 90 days because I can't day trade. If I could day trade, open and close positions in the same day, you know how much money I would have made in these last few weeks. It's like they got my portfolio up under 25. It's like they plotted on me to make bad trades. So my portfolio would draw down up under 25,000 because it's like I would have tore their ass up with the ups and downs and all the volatility that's been in the market if I would have been able to day trade in this last 60 days. I'd have tore their ass up. They'd try to eat away at that $16,000 worth of profits I had in 1 month. I made $16,000 in a month. That shit was crazy. That month went crazy. I was smacking shit. Turned around and lost 6 of the 15 of the 16 that I made. And it's like, yeah, I mean, bad trades. Really not sticking to my structure on my Iron Vice stock options trading strategy that I developed. You don't gotta stick to the strategies of a strategy that you stick to the structure of a strategy that you developed. Ever since I've been sticking firmly to my structure, we recovered a lot of what's lost. And, you know, I'm gonna do that. At the end of the day, and at the end of the day, I feel successful. And at the end of the day, I feel confident in the fact that I'm gonna always make more than what I lose in the market, but I need to. The whole point is to lose less, to not lose like how I lose sometimes. You know. So we in the last regular hours trading is over with for the regular stock market. Regular trading hours is over with, but you can trade the market and buy and sell stocks up to like 8:10. The market closed at 8:15, so like you'll probably be able to get your last order in by 8:05, 8:10. After that, you ain't gonna get no orders placed. Just the market closed at 8:15. But I think that a lot of people don't understand that at closing bell, when they ring the bell at 4 o'clock, that's just the formal closing of regulation hours of trading. Regulation hours of trading runs from 9:30 to 4, and from 4 to about 8:05, because the market, like I said, closes at 8:15. From 4 to 8, you can still buy and sell stock. You know what I mean? I'm up tonight because I trade multiple sessions of Forex. Forex futures Forex. Yeah, I trade multiple sessions of the futures Forex. I trade our session. I trade the Asian and European sessions. So I'll be keeping some crazy hours. Crazy hours. The same play that I mapped out with ChatGPT. It's in the money right now. It's 87. It's in the money. It's $87.50 in profit. So that's my money back plus profit. So the trade in the money. That's how I use artificial intelligence. I'm using artificial intelligence to help me make money, you know, and you can use it. So is artificial intelligence effective? Yes, it is effective. Will it change? Change it? Yes, it's changing everything. I would have never been able to just map out a trade this easy without artificial intelligence, and it really helped me to understand like how the structure is being built, like really what it, because I already know how to read Fibonacci candlesticks. It really breaks down the structure of the candlesticks with me to just I'm already in advance knowing I'm looking for what's gonna happen, and as it's happening and unraveling in front of me as me and ChatGPT analyze the different scenarios that can happen, I automatically know if artificial intelligence said if it happened this way, that's the breakdown of structure. Let's get on out. Boom. Watch for these type of fakes. If it boom, boom, this could be a fake. If it do this, then it's a fake. If it do this, the trend is solid. If it doesn't, the trend is failed. Man, what? So it really, what it really boils down to is like, so it's really no excuse to be in a. Anybody that desires in America to create a better life for yourself, you can do that. You cannot do it without putting in the work, y'all. You can't. Why? What's this entitlement, this welfare handout mentality that the government got, that the government hooked the people on to be dependent upon handouts of somebody giving them something instead, as opposed to wanting to go out and earn it and to work for it, and that pride in figuring it out, that pride in figuring out how to pull yourself up out the hole you was in, that pride of, you know what I'm saying? Damn, I was having to fucking shop for shoes at Payless for a minute, but now I can go get my babies. They was decent. They had clean shoes. There ain't nothing wrong with shopping at Payless. And I ain't knocking the person that's still shopping at Payless, but I pull myself up. I could go to Foot Locker now. I could go to Dallas Shoe Warehouse. It's just all about coming up the social ladder and coming up the ladder and desiring and wanting and going out and doing what you need to do to obtain more, to create for yourself the lifestyle that you feel like that you want. You have to create the lifestyle for yourself that you want. Another person cannot create the lifestyle for you that you want to live. Can't nobody give you this mentality. Welfare, food stamps, I don't get them. My refrigerator ain't full of shit either. It's full of shit that I like, though. I ain't even got a lot of shit in it. Got what I like and what I eat. I go buy my meals every day. I keep some eggs. And I keep some fruit. I got some water in there. You know what I'm talking about? I got my condiments. And other than that, a lot of pastas, rice, canned goods. I got, you know what I'm saying? I got food. I got pasta, spaghetti sauce. I got cereal. I don't eat it. That's why there ain't no milk in there. I stopped eating cereal. I don't really eat no cereal and I don't drink no milk. So, you know, it's like, what do you need to survive? What do it take? People, you know what I mean? I don't understand no couples not understanding how to come together and to work together to build. Listen, let's not talk to me about smoke. I smoke. I grow my own herb and I smoke it. I keep saying that. We ain't gonna start preaching to me about no smoking. Let's not worry about that. You should be worried about learning how to invest. Get you some money. This is the safest thing I could be smoking. I grew it myself. I don't use no man-made chemicals and nutrients. This is pure, clean cannabis, sacred herb, medicine. It enlightens me spiritually, mentally, physically. It helps me with, with ailments and like I said, I grew this. I grew this. This is medicine that I produced myself. Now I know what's in it. I know what I used to grow it. I know it. I grew it all natural, and I breed my own strains and I make my own seeds. This is my channel about my financial channel. I don't even discuss. I smoke. You know what I mean? I'm a cannabis grower and breeder as well. Right now, I'm talking about this trade that me and ChatGPT knocked up that's already in the money. Now, what ChatGPT didn't anticipate was that New York was going to solidify the move. New York has solidified the move because it didn't fade it. But when New York didn't fade the move, then it was stuck for a minute. We was trying to figure out like what the fuck, but because he said normally late New York don't push. Late New York pushed this mug. They might have pushed it. They went long and pushed this bitch. So Asia come in and push this bitch, and London come in and push this bitch in the morning when the market opened up. Americans taking profit off this motherfucker, and me too. I'm up all night trapping. And then I'm gonna ride this bitch back down to whatever level we want to come down to the test, and make money on the way down and make money on the way back up. And this is the game. And this shit is like the life of the elite. But it's a different type of mentality that you gotta have, because you gotta love money in a different way to really know how to play the market. You dig? That's like one of the best ways that I can say is you gotta love money in a different way to really know how to play the market, because you gotta love money because you love to make it and you love to get it. You don't, but you don't trip on the losses when you lose money. When you get to a point where you don't trip on money, losing money for a minute while you make the money, because you understand that the greater game and that the money is a tool. Ultimately, you don't love money because you just love money because you want to misuse it and you want to fuck it off. Because people who love money the wrong way, they don't have it. Nobody. Put me on. I blew up and ain't never looked back. I got out. At the great price, put me on with some shit to help me be able to budget. I did that. I budget. I ain't never done that. I do shit when I want to. And so That's like people on the outside looking at how I get to a bag. Like I'm flipping this. I'm flipping money that I bust my ass for at a job. At a regular 9 to 5, busting my ass, dealing with all type of fucking unclogging shitty ass toilets as a maintenance tech. I built a portfolio from working as a maintenance tech. This is the money that after I paid child support and paid taxes and everything that I was putting up and working hard and putting up and flipping the money that I was working for, and I'm still flipping it. How a motherfucker how a motherfucker feel like I owe a motherfucker something, or that even how do your ex-wife feel like that you should pay more child support because you fucking took the money that you made while you was working? You got a cut off, you got a pre-cut off of this shit before. This is what I had left, and I took what I had left and bubbled the shit, and niggas want a piece of that too? Where they do that at? Where they do that? Where is this legal? Where is this law? I'm watching this trade. This ain't, you know what I'm talking about? Asia about to come into the market. It's still like way in New York. This bitch about to hit another level. I need an all-time high chart on this bitch. It's about to hit new all-time highs, ain't it? It ain't actually new, what this motherfucker was. Damn, this bitch about to make some new highs. Interesting. Wow. Wow, this is crazy. I'm about to really start reading my Bible and my Quran because I'm in the bloodline in the middle of this. I'm in the bloodline that play a part in this. Like I'm an emperor. Like I'm a nobleman. Like there's noble blood in my veins for real. It's not a game. It's the whole truth. Like I don't know what everybody else in the world know concerning themselves. When it comes to me and my genealogy and my bloodline and my people and where we come from, I know exactly who we are. And I know exactly who I am. And so I just feel like it's in my destiny. It's my birthright to have. It is. It's really my birthright to have. I just, you know what I'm saying? When when you choose the creator and you choose the Lord of the universe and it's your birthright to have, that's the divine right. That's a divine right. God gonna bless me. He gonna bless me because it's my divine right, and I recognize my divine right, and I recognize He is the authoritative figure that instituted my divine right, and this is why I seek to do righteousness and to live right, love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. That's why I could print money out the market. That's why this shit came so easy to me. This shit ain't nothing. It's just like this shit. If you know how to read this shit, and you could comprehend and understand shit, I just would. If I had a motherfucker with $1 million that was just like here in the motherfucker, I tell you, don't know what the fuck. You know what I do, but I'm gonna show motherfuckers, cause I took what the fuck I started with, and I've been balling, moving ever since. Non-stop. Setbacks, whatever. You know, keep pushing. We pushing, we pressing. You dig? We're gonna press. Full press. You know what I'm talking about? Not easy. You got test levels, resistance, motherfuckers panic. You know how many times, look, I'm still in the trade. Look, I watched this bitch go red. I watched it come all the way down here, stayed in. We back up here. New higher lows, higher highs. Higher lows and higher highs mean this motherfucker going up. The trend is set, it's going up. I've been in this trade since way down here. Look how many times they tried to shake a motherfucker out. All that. Oh, it's going down. Motherfucker be panicking. The market going down. They jump out. Man, you missed all this profit. You made a couple dollars. You made a couple dollars if you got in right here and rolled up to here. But look what you missed though. And it going further. Look what they missed. They got in right here and got out right here. Look what they missed. Yeah, run up. If you ran up right here and got scared right here, look what you missed. Run up. Look what you missed. If you got in right here and you still in, if you got in down here and you still in, these motherfuckers up 5,000, 3,000 who got in down here. And they still in the trade. If they still in the trade all the way up here. Think about that motherfucking move. Think about that move. Think about that move from the trade, right? You got in right here. Think about if you got in right here. Even if you rolled up to here from here, that's a nice piece of change. If you had enough contracts, say you had 20 contracts, 50 contracts for a small fry. Shelter, the more contracts you got, the more money you make each tick up. Each tick up, the more contracts you got, the more money that you make. You dig? I'm watching the same trade on two charts because this chart lagged behind. Which that just means if I'm up $127 in this chart and it's lagging behind the other chart, then I'm going up more. That's the whole trade that me and ChatGPT mapped out today. I don't be making this shit up. My mother was a genius. She is a genius. God bless my mother and give her strength and influence and cover her, and may she live to be beyond 100. You know what I'm saying? With wisdom and godliness, and still blessing the children and walking around and healthy in her being. You know, let's get this money out the market. This motherfucker gone. Look at this Fibonacci count. It's going up. I'm up 100. I'm up 127. And this chart lagging behind. This chart lag way behind. That motherfucker, yo, I'm talking about. I'm a Native American Tory. God bless the British Empire and America. You know what I'm talking about? Turtle Island, my people's land. You understand? You know, and if you don't, you know, it is what it is. The indigenous Native American peoples of the Americas. It's trying to tell the real story. Trying to tell the real story of my people. You know what I'm talking about? The real story. The real story. You dig? Subscribe and like, man. Tell everybody, y'all stop popping in the live and not liking. Pop in the live, subscribe and like. You should subscribe because when we hit 1,000 subscribers, at which time we'll be able to monetize the channel. We're gonna have some cash giveaways. I'm gonna give some money to the supporters of the channel, to the supporters of the movement. Those that's trying to elevate themselves and their families. Those that's, you know what I'm saying, trying to figure it out, understand that it's all different type of ways to obtain the American dream. The American dream is God's gift to those who seek righteousness, the blessings, and the best of the finest of things to be had in this life and in the next life. In marriage, the bed is undefiled. The Bible says in marriage, the bed is undefiled. You and your wife can freak however y'all want to. Stop committing fornication. That's why I'm trying to find me a wife. You know what I'm talking about? Whatever she like that you want to give her, in marriage, the bed is undefiled. That's what the Bible say. She don't like something, you can't force her to like it. You know what I'm talking about? You got to try to talk her into it. You know what I'm talking about? But in marriage, the bed is undefiled. If she, you know what I'm talking about? You know what I mean? Undefiled. Undefiled mean anything goes. Break down the English vocabulary. God let y'all interpret the word in the English and interpreted the word how it was interpreted. But it's funny if you read the scriptures and then you go look up the English versions for the words in the scriptures, even though it's in old English, it still break down the scriptures to tell you what was said. Listen. So mankind who lives and dies could create all of this. We die, but we could come up with the ingenious and the intelligence to create all of this. And it ain't a Lord of the universe, a God that cannot die, if we could do all of this, if we could do all of this from the time that they set foot in America, because my peoples and my ancestors, we was over here living according to our tribal ways. And, you know, they came over here and sped up society and brought all this corrupt wickedness and hate, and it was real pure over here. You know, we had war games. We went to war. We kidnapped motherfuckers and all that. The Native American shit. Yes, kidnap the motherfuckers, bring them back to our village and make them part of our tribe. We used to do that. You know, it's some things that had to stop. God let them come here. He let y'all come here, and he said the Africans was going to be bought here in chains and he said the Africans was going to take refuge with a group of people that was already in this place. This is America. This is my people, the indigenous peoples. The Native Americans. You know what I'm talking about? The Native Americans, the indigenous peoples of the Americas. You know what I'm talking about? The indigenous peoples of America. The indigenous peoples of America. What I keep telling y'all. Race not determined by skin color. Dark-skinned Native Americans, our people was this color before we started mixing with the white man, originally. It's time to rectify the deeds. That's the first thing America should do to make America great again. Rectify its wrong deeds. You dig? The chart. Damn, we might go big today. You know what I'm talking about? We might just go big today. We up on the same trade I was mapping out with ChatGPT. My money back plus $152. Yeah, that's one trade. I took money from this same trade last night, let it pull back and got back in it. That's how I upped my contracts. Remember, I only had 4 yesterday. We 80 in now. I doubled the contract size. If the Asian markets come in and push this shit up, because it's, you know what I'm saying, they ain't got no reason to sell it down. New York sold it down. It is at the level Asia left it at. Asia coming in and push this motherfucker up some more. So it's gonna pull it back at a certain point. It's gonna hit a resistance level where it's gonna be profits took from Asia, from pushing it up from here. Yeah, watch this shit. I'm gonna map this shit out. I'm gonna ask ChatGPT this shit. ChatGPT say you trade like a pro. They say you're thinking like a pro. That's what I want to be thinking like. You heard me? It's exactly what the fuck I want to be thinking like a pro. Not no fucking dumb money. Dude, what the fuck I want to be thinking like a fucking pro.
LLMs. He told me in addition to current integration Apple has with ChatGPT, quote, our intention is to integrate with more people over time. Now over to Microsoft, they started hosting Anthropic models this year and said they're going to be investing up to $5 billion in the company using Anthropic for some Copilot products as well. And their new OpenAI deal that they signed this fall, it frees OpenAI to work with other cloud providers, while Microsoft has more freedom to work with other models. Now I caught up with commercial CEO.
Everybody can eat. Let's make a deal. This is how Cousin Nosa did it. You know what I'm talking about? Gambino, Colombo, Banano, Lucchese, Genovese. The Milanos in Cleveland.
He sees Microsoft doing the same thing with Anthropic. So let's spin all of this forward to next year. We're going to see some of this commoditization in action. That's perhaps the best example of that will be Siri, which is going to be...
Use that artificial intelligence to get you a motherfucking bag. Y'all niggas using that shit for some stupid ass shit, making dumb ass, fake ass pictures and all type of perverted ass, dumb ass shit. I'm in here mapping out trades with this shit. We smacking too. Me and ChatGPT smacking shit. Wow. Fuck. Download the albums and go check out my records on Apple Music, Tidal, Spotify, Amazon. Santorio Hector, Cleveland record producer, cannabis grower and breeder, self-taught investor.